Here we go. We're going to have an interview with Joy Howell, President of the Foggy Bottom Association. Joy, you want to introduce yourself?
Well, thank you very much, Susan. Thanks for this opportunity to talk about the association and the neighborhood. I've been president of the Foggy Bottom Association for 3.5 years now, and I never really dreamed when I took it on that I would enjoy it as much as I have. I used to just go to work in my business here downtown and go home and walk my dog and occasionally see my neighbors in the halls or in the dog park, but I didn't really feel part of the community until I took on this presidency of this association. And it's been so rewarding and so rich, and I now feel like I have such community roots that I'm really glad I did it.
And what role then do you see yourself playing with the community?
Well, I would say that first of all, we have a wonderful board, and everybody contributes a lot to keeping the association running and providing benefits to members in the association and residents in the community. Membership is open to any resident of the community, and we have historically, for decades, had a number of residents that cared about the historical nature of the community, wanted to preserve the quality of life in Foggy Bottom West End, and provide benefits to members, and come together once a month for a membership meeting and socialize and have a good time and catch up and hear a speaker that might be of interest to people in the neighborhood. So that's what we're doing.
Does Foggy Bottom have a role in shaping the developments of our community?
The Foggy Bottom Association does have a role in that. What we do is work with the Office of Planning and the various city leaders and developers who want to come in and develop Foggy Bottom, and we try to get parameters on that development so that we have the highest quality of life for all the residents of Foggy Bottom. An example would be we were able to stop the bid disposition of the West End Library at 24th and L Streets about a year ago. We got a number of other community groups involved, neighborhood groups, DuPont Circle, DuPont Citizens Association, the Library Renaissance Project, and others. And we were able to stop that, and now the city has gone through a planning process that includes those communities and the neighbors in our community. The Foggy Bottom Association has led that process, and as a result, the city will be putting out an RFP, which a number of developers hopefully will bid on, and we'll get the best quality of development there. We also brought Trader Joe's to the neighborhood and District Hardware to the neighborhood, and have fought other retail that was not neighborhood friendly. And we look forward to attracting retail to the neighborhood that serves the community's residents and provides a vibrant place for people to go and get their groceries and do their errands and take their dry cleaning and be able to walk and do those errands, as opposed to getting in their car and having to use gas and pollute the atmosphere even further.
And maybe you ought to talk to the dog park.
Yes, we have a dog park or two in the neighborhood, and we are trying to get them officially designated as dog parks. We're working on the redevelopment of Francis Field so that it could be a dog park for residents. Stevens School, for example, also was closed this year, and we're trying to get that to be a charter school. There's a number of issues going on all the time, and we're very involved with that and encourage people to come and join with us and actually shape your neighborhood.
What are the biggest challenges the Foggy Bottom Association's had in the last year?
Well, our continuing challenge has been to preserve the quality of life in Foggy Bottom West End with the university, George Washington University, on such a aggressive path to growth. The university does many good things, but one of the problems we've had over the years is that they have not adhered to previous campus plans that govern their growth, both in their buildings and in their student population. And that created a lot of pressure on the neighborhood of Foggy Bottom West End to house students, to try to deal with noise and complaints of noise after hours, particularly a problem for residents who have to go to work the next day and are not able to handled the sort of loud voices on the street, early hours of the morning. So that's continued to be a problem, but we're optimistic. The university has a new president, and he has committed to the neighborhood that he will uphold the campus plan, and we hope that he will.
And the issues of traffic or the new building, it's the old hospital site, would you see how Foggy Bottom Association will relate to that or shape what goes on?
Well, the Square 54 development has been a bone of contention simply because it's composed of about 4 buildings on that square right at Washington Circle and 23rd and 22nd and I Streets. That's a congested area as it is now. The traffic consultants who examined it already have put it at an F. You can't go any lower in rating a residential or in rating an intersection's quality. So it already has a low rating, and unfortunately the city did approve it with very few modifications. We did file suit, and we are appealing the decision of the city to let the university go forward with that development. But in the meantime, we're going to have to just try to work with residents and the university to do whatever we can to make it as livable as possible.
Great. How about some of the highlights this year with the sculpture exhibit, for example?
Jackie Lamar and the Community Improvement Committee did a fantastic job this year. They had a juried competition for sculptures. They recruited residents to showcase those sculptures in their front yards, and they produced a brochure so that you could actually take a walking tour and go around the neighborhood and see the works of art. I think it was a great program. I think they gave out more than 10,000 brochures, and people talked about it all over the city and came from all parts of the city to see it. So that was one of the big highlights of 2008. We've also done a number of other things. We have a preferred merchant program where with your Foggy Bottom membership card, you can get discounts from local merchants on products and services. We also offer monthly meetings where you can come to a general membership meeting and be able to see all your neighbors. There's no cost. We have refreshments, entertainment, so to speak, local politicians and community leaders, and the next meeting we're going to be discussing community policing, for example. That's an interest, I think, for a lot of people in the neighborhood. We work with local law enforcement agencies to try to keep Foggy Bottom as safe as possible, for example. We have the Foggy Bottom Garden Club, and we work with them to try to beautify the neighborhood. We worked with GW to install quiet zone signs all over the neighborhood, trying to keep the residential quality and noise complaints to a minimum. So there are a number of things that we do.
It sounds like a very exciting program for the next year, and how can people join if they have an interest?
They can go to our website and contact our membership chair. There's contact information there. We're happy to have anyone join who's a resident. The membership dues are $15 a year, which you more than make up if you use any of the preferred merchant discounts or join Sports Club LA. That's a discount of several $100s. So we encourage everybody to try us out and to come.
Excellent. Thank you for your time today, Joy.
Thank you.
Great.